Hey y'all, Austin here with Outer World Media. Welcome back to another book review, guys. This time we're talking Louis L'Amour's High Lonesome. So I'm gonna start off by saying when I had mentioned that I was gonna read this book, Kevin Toll over at Kevin Toll Reads said, "Man, you're gonna love this book." I really did. Kevin did not disappoint me. He told me that I was really going to like this book. Just kind of getting into this, what is this book about? Well, as always, I want to show off the cover. I mean, again, guys, these paintings that they used for these book covers were out of this world. I really think part of me just collects these books on all see just for the covers because they're so dang awesome. But kind of getting into what is High Lonesome about. High Lonesome, it's kind of it's a couple different stories all rolled into one. What I mean by that is the main plot, as this book starts off. We open up with a bank robbery or a robbery of sorts and whatnot, and so the robbery doesn't go as planned for this this gang of thieves or whatever you want to call them, and so they end up escaping and whatnot, and they end up going and kind of just recuperating, and they decide, what, the ringleader decides, hey, we're gonna go to this town. It's never been robbed. We're gonna go there, and as they're we're led into this book further in, Louis L'Amour kind of tells us about the sheriff there in town. He was a bank robber. He was an outlaw, kind of changed his ways. And he knows the ringleader of the group. That's Considine, I'm going to call him Considine, is the main ringleader's name. You had the Kiowa, who's kind of like I believe he's like a half-breed is what they refer to him as in this book. But again, you have this group of four bank robbers and whatnot. So that's how this book starts off is, okay, it's gonna be a bank robbery kind of book. But as you get a little further into this book, they come across this father and daughter who are Hispanic and they are heading west. Well, the father used to be an outlaw. I think it's a bandito is what they refer to him as in this book, a bandit and whatnot. And so he met a woman, and she changed his life and whatnot. And he's taking his daughter because he wants the best for his daughter. So they come across that, and that's when our main character kind of starts to have an inkling and some feelings for her. Well, and again, that's the first half, and then they get to this town and whatnot, and that's kind of the first half. The second half of this book is really, will he kind of go after them? Will he not, chase after, after this bank robbery? And I'm not giving anything away, guys. Most of this is in the description in the back. So again, it's kind of a bank robbery of sorts, and then it turns into kind of a survival game. What I mean by that is, without giving too much away, they kind of have to, these group of people have to kind of band together, if you will. So I know, like Faceless, he'd love this book because he likes getting a group of people together that have to band together to try to fight off unbeatable force or whatnot. So again, guys, that's just kind of going over the main, outline of the book without giving too much away. But again, High Lonesome, this was a great book. This really was, it's a 100, I don't even think it's 140 pages. 150 page book, sorry, 150 page book. Again, I will always say this in my reviews. It amazes me after, all these years of reading Louis L'Amour books, how much he can pack into this book. Because again, guys, this really is like a two-part book, in my opinion. Again, you have this bank robbery, and then you have, is he going to go after, is he not, kind of situation. So again, there is a love story in this book. It's not as prominent as some other books, I will admit, even though part of the book is him deciding if he's going to go after him or not. It's not, lovey-dovey scenes, which I like that aspect of it, with it not being, holding her in my arms kind of thing. No, this is a book that, he's debating whether he's going to do it or not, go after them. So again, if you're looking for a Louis L'Amour book that, it's quick-paced, because this is a great paced book. There is a fight in this book that I really enjoyed. I really, really enjoyed it. I think that, in all honesty, that if you're going to pick up a Louis L'Amour book and just kind of get an idea if you're going to like it, I would say pick up any Louis L'Amour book. This one is really concise and to the point. It's really a good book. I really like it. As all Louis L'Amour books, I tend to like them. But again, guys, High Lonesome by Louis L'Amour. Should you pick this book up? As always, yes, it's a Louis L'Amour book. Pick it up. I know my reviews normally for these books aren't that long, but that's just because they're so short, so concise. There's not any fat. It's all meat in these stories. So again, guys, High Lonesome by Louis L'Amour. Go find it. Go pick it up. I'm sure it's on Amazon. It's Prime Day. Go find this and get it, guys. As always, enjoy y'all stopping by, listen to me. Just ramble on about these books, especially my westerns. I absolutely love my Louis L'Amour westerns. I need to get more, and I need to complete my collection. But again, guys, I do appreciate it. Thank you.